The mirror is to practice for a few minutes. Then you have to dance. When you have to dance, there are no mirrors. There's an audience. There are people watching you. They want to feel what you're doing. You want to give them love, you'll get love back from them. If you give them this, they're going to give this back to you. Okay? What she did was, as soon as she felt the music, she did this. Okay? It's called rocking. You rock to the beat. You rock the crowd. You rock the floor. You rock the house. Okay, that's where it comes from. You rock Force Crew, rock steady crew, ready to rock. This is the rock, okay? It's the basis of everything that we do in street dance. This is what you do as soon as you hear music. Now, clap on beat. This is the beat. 1, 5, 7. Okay, that's the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You always clap on 2 and 4. That's the snare. But you don't dance to the beat. So this is the beat. 1. That's not the groove. Okay, this is just the beat. Anybody can do this. What you're missing is this. In between the beat. That's the groove. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That's the natural, your body's natural way of syncing with the music. Because everything is in that. The melody, the horns, the bass is all in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So when you ask, or when somebody asks you, what is the groove? That is the groove. Now in hip hop, everything comes from that. So get this on camera. If it doesn't have the groove, it's not hip hop. Please call it something else. Because it's all based on the music. The music is the glue that brings everything together. You know, hip hop is a culture, it's not a dance. It's a culture. Spoken word, music, art, and dance. Spoken word being rhythm and poetry, what we call rap. Art being graffiti. The music being provided by the DJ. That's the DJ's job, to make you do what? Dance. The DJ brings everybody together in one house, in one building. That's what hip hop is. So, that's what you need to keep in mind when you think of hip hop. It's a culture. It's the reason why. Who plays for the New York Yankees? But you got a Yankee hat, right? That's hip hop. Okay? It's the reason he has on a Yankee hat. He doesn't know who plays for the New York Yankees, but he got a Yankee hat. Okay. Exactly. The Yankees didn't make it cool. Hip hop made it cool. Yes. Okay? So that's my point. You want to stay inside the music. The dancer's job is to express what the music makes you feel. So when she started doing this, you guys automatically started doing this with her. And when she started to clap, you started to clap because you connected to her through the music. Now if she wasn't doing this and she was completely off, somebody else would have been like, what the hell is she doing? Okay? Because that's what happens when you're not connected to the music. The music is the most important thing in dance. You know, well, in street dance, I can't speak for contemporary. They dance to violins and stuff. Okay? There's no thinking. You don't think when you dance. You dance. Then you think about what you just did. Okay? If you think, then your body doesn't know what to do. Because when your body hears the music, it automatically knows to do this. When you start thinking, it's like, what the? Okay? It's just like fighting. If you fight, you're not going to think, you don't think, okay, I'm going to punch, kick, block. Because while you're doing that, I'm going to punch, and you get knocked out. Okay? So you don't think, feel. The music says move. The beat tells you what to do. Okay? The music moves you. You don't move the music. Okay? The music does this, and you do this with it, and then you do this. Then everybody that's watching you do this feels this, and they start, and they do that. Soon everybody's doing this. Okay? Okay? It goes all the way back to gladiators and arenas and fighters. They didn't fight because they won the hand race, they won the women. They did it because the guy that's dancing really good, all the girls are watching him. If you can dance better than him, all the girls are watching you. That's where the battle comes from. I want to be better than him because she likes him. I want her to like me, not him. I gotta beat him. The B-boys danced to the break. They waited for the part in the song that they got excited to, and they could show their skills. And that's when they started breaking. They didn't just break immediately, like get the jam and go crazy and start doing spins. And no, you dance with the ladies. Okay? You can't dance, the ladies don't want to watch you. They're going to go find a guy who can dance, like me. So you have, from the 70s all the way, B-boying starts in the early 70s. By the late 70s, 1978, 79, B-boying started and died. We, who came from that era, from that time, myself and a few others, we didn't have anything to do. When we went to the club, you couldn't dance like that. Because now in the club, the girls don't want to see you dance on the ground. They don't want to see you pop. They don't care about that. They want you to dance with them again. So, the dance changes. The music changes. Now we're not dancing to just breaks. Now you have rap music. You have the rappers not just talking to the crowd, now they're talking through the crowd. They're talking to the beat, and they have actual rhymes and words, and they have a connection. Now the rappers are making records, and they're making records that have dances to go with the record, like the WAP, like the Happy Feet, like the Smurf. So those are the dances that we're doing now. We take those dances and we mix them together. But since we're still B-boys and poppers and lockers, we took all of that stuff and mixed it with these dances too. But we're dancing to rap music. And that is the reflection of what the culture is at that time. So we call the dance hip-hop, because that's what we dance to. We don't dance to breaks. We don't do all of this stuff when they play breaks. When they play breaks, we're breaking. Okay? When they play hip-hop music, we're doing hip-hop. Okay? That's why it's called hip-hop. But it comes from B-boy. Okay? Direct correlation. Case in point. The B-boys do this step like this. They lean away. The hip-hop dancers do it like this. We lean into it. It's the same step. Okay? It's the same exact step. You're still doing like this. Only B-boys go like that, and the hip-hop dancers go like that. And we gave the step a name. We called it toss it up. Toss it up. Okay? That's the only difference. But one comes from the other. It's no difference. They're one culture. Okay? There's too much separation. People want you to think that everything should be in this nice little box. Popping is here. Locking is here. B-boying is here. Hip-hop, whacking. Okay, are you a popper? Go in this box. Are you a B-boy? Go in that box. But you're forgetting popping, B-boying, locking, hip-hop, whacking, whatever you call it. Before it's those things, it's one thing. Dance. You have to learn to dance first before you can do any of those other things. And the dance is fairly simple. You and the music must do this. If you don't do this, then the girls are not interested in you. and neither are the other dancers. If you do this, we laugh. Look at him, he's whack. And we dance. But if you do this, then everybody else does this with you. And now you have a community. You have people coming together. You know, hip hop as a culture is different than politics. Politics does this. Hip hop does this. Okay? Hip hop brings all of those things together and says we are one big thing. Politics separates those things and says, no, this is this and this is that, and you can't put them together. We are not politicians. We're dancers. We don't listen to what politicians say. So now you have the middle of the 1980s into the late 1980s. Now you have you have clubs now. In the early 80s, you had clubs that played multiple kinds of music. You could go to a club, you hear pop music, you hear disco, you hear hip hop, you hear breaks, you hear a style of music called freestyle, it's like Latin, electronica. You hear all kinds of music in the club. But as the 80s go in, toward the middle of the 80s, now you have clubs that just play hip hop. They don't play anything else. So if you want to go to a hip hop club, you go to this place and that's all you're going to hear all night. Different kinds of hip hop. And you're going to hear people in the club going crazy. But towards the end of the 80s, those clubs all closed because hip hop became dangerous. You know, you had too many gangsters, too many drugs, too many fights, and it cost too much money to keep the club open because people are getting hurt. So they closed all the hip hop clubs. So where do all the hip hop dancers get to go?